Before we start the video, let me just say this, right? Because I've been in the Dominican Republic for 4 months now, right? And right now, the Dominicans and the Haitians, they're feuding about something. Now, I'm not really sure why they're feuding. I saw a lot of articles, I read a lot of things, a lot of people are sending me things, but I don't get into politics in other countries, and I don't even get into politics in my own country. So I'm damn sure not gonna get into politics in someone else's country. But when I was a kid, right, I had a childhood best friend named Donald. Rest in peace. He just passed away not too long ago. But he was Haitian. Now, when I first met him, I didn't know he was Haitian. I wouldn't know he was Haitian because he was so Americanized. He didn't have an accent. He dressed like me. He looked like me. And he was just a cool guy. The only way I would know he Haitian is when I went to his house and I met his mother and father and said, okay, he's Haitian. But at that time, there was a lot of negativity said about Haitians, right? But just making fun. Oh, they do voodoo or they dressed a certain way. So it was always picking fun at the Haitians, right? But this is one of my best friends when I was younger. So now, fast forward, now I'm a mature adult, and I visit Sosua, Dominican Republic 6 years ago, right? And in Dominican Republic at that time, I meet an abundance of Haitians, right? And I meet these people, and when I mean they are the most sweet, kind, loving, talented, loyal people I've ever met in my life, right? In Dominican Republic, I fell in love with Haitian people, right? When I mean, yes, I'm in Dominican Republic and I love Dominicans, but right now, Haitians have a special place in my heart. Now, I'm not here to get involved with the politics behind what's going on because I really don't know what's going on. But I just hope that whatever's going on, the Haitians and the Dominicans can come together and work something out. Because I don't care what no one say, right? I am here and I see what I see. The Dominicans need the Haitians and the Haitians need the Dominicans. So they gotta work that out, right?
I've been feeling lost, going hard, the same thing, like every day. Gotta go hard, but it's getting hard. No, I cannot stop. Round of applause, going hard. We made a way, said we made a way. Yeah, we made a way. Yeah, we made some plays. Now we changed.
What's good, winners? Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is James and I make travel videos. So if you're into traveling, good food, beautiful women, and real estate, hit that subscribe button now. Before we start the video, let me just say this, right? Because I've been in the Dominican Republic for 4 months now, right? And right now, the Dominicans and the Haitians, they're feuding about something. Now, I'm not really sure why they're feuding. I saw a lot of articles, I read a lot of things, a lot of people are sending me things, but I don't get into politics in other countries, and I don't even get into politics in my own country. So I'm damn sure not gonna get into politics in someone else's country. But when I was a kid, right, I had a childhood best friend named Donald. Rest in peace. He just passed away not too long ago. But he was Haitian. Now, when I first met him, I didn't know he was Haitian. I wouldn't know he was Haitian because he was so Americanized. He didn't have an accent. He dressed like me. He looked like me. And he was just a cool guy. The only way I would know he Haitian is when I went to his house and I met his mother and father and said, okay, he's Haitian. But at that time, there was a lot of negativity said about Haitians, right? But just making fun. Oh, they do voodoo or they dressed a certain way. So it was always picking fun at the Haitians, right? But this is one of my best friends when I was younger. So now, fast forward, now I'm a mature adult, and I visit Sosua, Dominican Republic 6 years ago, right? And in Dominican Republic at that time, I meet an abundance of Haitians, right? And I meet these people, and when I mean they are the most sweet, kind, loving, talented, loyal people I've ever met in my life, right? In Dominican Republic, I fell in love with Haitian people, right? When I mean, yes, you know I'm in Dominican Republic and I love Dominicans, but right now, Haitians have a special place in my heart. Now, I'm not here to get involved with the politics behind what's going on, because I really don't know what's going on. But I just hope that whatever's going on, the Haitians and the Dominicans can come together and work something out. Because I don't care what no one say, right? I am here and I see what I see. The Dominicans need the Haitians and the Haitians need the Dominicans. So they gotta work that out, right? I'm not gonna be involved with it, but they have to work that out. So let's get into the video, why I decided to move to Thailand over the Dominican Republic. Now, I love the Dominican Republic, but I gotta tell you the backstory on why I went one direction and not the other, right? So at this time, this is 2010, I'm living in New York and I want to change in my life. So the company I was working for, Costco at the time, I asked them if I could transfer. Can I leave the state and move to another state? They gave me the option to move to another state and I took the option. I chose to go to Atlanta. So while I'm in Atlanta, I'm working at Costco, and while I was at Costco, I'm working as a security, as loss prevention. So I'm walking around, plain clothes, and I'm catching old lady shoplift, right? So I'm enjoying my job. Like, I love my job. I'm with a good company. I'm getting paid pretty good. I'm making $55,000 a year. This is 2010. Maybe, I know $55,000 a year ain't shit now, but in 2010, with the cost of living in Atlanta at the time and making $55,000 a year, I'm doing pretty good. So I'm at that Costco in Atlanta and everything is good. So while I get into Atlanta, I get into real estate, right? I get into real estate and I buy my first property in Atlanta. This is not now. So this is like 2011, I buy my first property. So now I'm in Costco making $55,000 a year and I buy my first property in Atlanta, right? So we lit. I'm feeling good. I'm doing well. And then time went by and the real estate money started to surpass the Costco money, right? And so years and years went by and it got to a point, right, where the real estate money was so good that I really didn't need the $55,000 that I was working for at Costco. I didn't need it, right, to live and pay my bills and have money left over. So what I use this $55,000 for, right? So when I got to a point in my life where the real estate money was getting very, very good, but I continued to work. I didn't stop working. I started to fund projects, so contracting works and renovations. I funded those with my check at my job, and then I brought my wife and my kids. I spoiled them to death. I brought brand new Mercedes for my wife, and Louis this, Gucci that, Fendi this. We going crazy. So you have to think about it. Think about working a job and making $55,000 a year, and you can play with the entire $55,000. So we are going on trips as a family. I'm taking my wife on solo trips. So at this time, and I'm not married right now, and I say my wife, but it's my ex-wife, and I would always call her my wife because she was so amazing to me. But we taking trips as a family. We are buying new cars and we dressing good, and we, so I got $55,000 to just spend on everything. And so this is what I was going through at that time in my life, right? And I started to realize, like, at some point, a few years, I said, I don't want to live in the United States. Now, I know a lot of people, especially a lot of YouTubers and other people, expats that leave the States, they say, I hate the United States, and the United States is this and United States is that. And I don't have that story, right? So I lived good in New York, and I lived great in Atlanta, right? And I plan on living even better in Thailand, right? I mean, I can't say anything about. I mean, we know all places have their pros and cons, but I can't tell you anything bad about the United States. Oh, I'm leaving because of this and the politics and of the, you know, the police brutality, of the, you know, racism. I don't have that. I just wanted a change in my life. That's why I left. So now I'm working at Costco and I'm doing real estate and I have a beautiful family and everything is going good in my life. But I'm feeling like I don't want to live here no more. Now, Atlanta was my paradise, right? Atlanta was my paradise. I left New York and Atlanta was my paradise. But I felt like another country could be my paradise too. And that's what I wanted to do. So now, my last 2 years working at Costco, I went to I said I didn't want to catch shoplifters no more. I wanted to do something different, right? But easy, because I know I didn't have to work because I made enough money. But I want to do something easy, but still have a job, insurance for my family, everything. And so I went to, you know, the administration and told them like, yo, listen, I want to step down from my position. And I want to go to the door. I want to just be a greeter. And they said, okay, we have a position and you can do that. And I don't lose my salary, so I still make the $55,000 a year. But now I'm at Costco. And I'm at the door at Costco, at Cumberland Mall, Costco in Atlanta. And all I have to do for $55,000 a year is say, hello, welcome to Costco. Costco card, please. Hello. And I'm there at that door with the biggest, brightest smile. So you have to think about it. For years, for 13 years, I was undercover. I didn't talk to anybody, you know, any customers or anything. I was just walking around with a shopping cart. So this whole showing my face and putting on a little uniform and, you know, a little vest uniform and stuff like that, it was all new to me. This is all new to me. So I'm at the front door of Costco. So I see every single person that enter in the building and I say, hello, welcome to Costco with the biggest, brightest smile, right? And one day, one of the employees, a young lady, Tatiana, she said, yo, James, let me ask you a question. I'm like, what's up? She said, why are you always so happy? And I said, you know what, Tatiana, to keep it real, I don't know why I'm living the life that I'm living, but I don't know why God is blessing me so much, but I don't have to be here. I make enough money that I don't have to work at Costco. So when I come here, it's nothing to me. It's not even a job. It's like, it's extra money that I'm going to spend. I'm just thinking, yo, how I'm going to spend some of this $55,000. Every 2-3 months we going on vacation and cruises, and we is big on cruises, and we just being reckless with money. Well, not really being reckless because I'm investing well, but we just living a good life. And I said, Tatiana, I'm living good. I'm happy. I'm living good. I'm blessed, and you know. And she said, all right, that's cool. She was just like, yo, that's cool. And at that moment, a little while after that, I was like, you know what? I'm ready to make another change in my life and I want to leave. And that's when I decided to start making plans to leave the United States. So let's start with the Dominican Republic and talk about the pros and cons of the Dominican Republic. Now, these pros and cons is specific to me because we all move different, we like different things, and we all individuals. So this list of things is pros and cons is specific to my life only, right? But number one, Dominican Republic is a hop, skip, and a jump away from the United States, and that is very important to me. I have daughters, I have my nephews, I have my sister and my other family members, and it's good to have easy access. If anything was to happen, for them to come see me and me to go see them. So that's very, very big when it came to making a decision on where I wanted to live. Another thing in Dominican Republic is the beautiful women, right? Now, I know a lot of guys, they ask this question and they say, why you travel to this country? And the guys will say, oh, no, I love the culture and I love the food and I love all that too. But beautiful, melanated women, with some brown skin, beautiful women, all shapes and sizes. That's just something that, I can dig. You know what I'm saying? So I know that women is not on the top of my list, and it won't make me move to another country, but it's important to me. Now women might not be important to you on living somewhere. And then in the Dominican Republic, like I told y'all, I was introduced to the Haitians. So now I have beautiful Dominicans and beautiful Haitians in the Dominican Republic. That's a win right there for me, So that's another pro. Let's talk. Another pro is I get along. Like I feel I have a better connection with the Dominicans and the Haitians while I'm out here. I do have a better connection. We have more in common than the other two countries. So that's three things that's pros when it comes to the Dominican Republic. Let's talk about the cons. The safety aspect. Dominican Republic is not that safe. Now, I know a lot of y'all is going to say, right? Because a lot of people always say this. You can walk out your door and get hit by a car. And you can walk. Listen, let me just explain something to you. So, when living somewhere, if I wanted to wear jewelry one day, right? I have jewelry, I have nice clothes. If I want to wear nice clothes or jewelry while I'm living somewhere, then I want to be able to do that, right? It's normal to treat yourself to something nice. And, I hear a lot of guys say, oh, you don't need that. It's not what I need, right? It's not what I need. If I felt like I wanted to put on a little jewelry one day, I wanted to live somewhere where I'm comfortable with doing so. Is that fair? Right? Is that fair to say now? Yes, in Atlanta. I lived in Atlanta. Oh, Atlanta was dangerous too. I lived in Atlanta, but you know what I was doing? I carried a gun on me in Atlanta every day. And we talking about illegal, right? I was a legal gun I had on me every day. Matter of fact, 2 guns. One in my car and one on my person at all times. It was normal life to me. I never felt like I was in danger in Atlanta. I didn't live in a very bad neighborhood. No, never had no issues with nobody. I'm a grown man, right? I dealt with my family, my wife and my kids. That's it. So when it comes to Dominican Republic, I know, especially in some areas, I know if I wore jewelry, I would become a target. And the likeliness of somebody running down on me in time because I might have a little more than they have, I have jewelry on. Oh, you shouldn't be flashy out of town, right? No, I want to choose somewhere to live in the world. If I want to be flashy one day, just so be. I want to live my life the way I want to live my life. And Dominican Republic, I knew that if I brought a nice car, if I wanted a nice car, if I wanted to live in a certain area and people saw that I was getting a little money, I knew that may cause problems for my environment and me living. And I didn't want to go through that, right? I don't want to go through that. I'm not a sucker. I'm not scared of nobody. I just don't want to go through that. I don't want to live around that. So that played a big part. And that was one of the most important parts of choosing, where I wanted to live. Let's get to the Philippines. Now, the Philippines is somewhere I wanted to live, but I just did the research on the Philippines, and I've never been to the Philippines. The Philippines was a place where I know they spoke English and I didn't have to learn a language. In Dominican Republic, I know I had to learn Spanish, right? Which I enjoy learning Spanish right now, but I know I had to learn Spanish in the Dominican Republic. In the Philippines, what was one of the pros, I didn't have to learn the language, right? A lot of people speak English of my knowledge of what I researched, and then The Philippines is relatively safe. It have dangerous areas. I heard it had dangerous areas, but they have a few areas that's very, very safe. That was a big plus. And to keep it real, I don't know if you noticed, but Asian people are just they are more non-confrontational than any people I've ever met. Now, I don't know about you, but the Asians that I know, they're just non-confrontational, right? Yes, I know some Asians that get busy in the street, right? But for the most part, Asians are more, it's not as violent as other people can be. So it's relatively safe. I said this English, they speak English, and they have beautiful women there. So they have some color. Some of the women have a little bit of color in the Philippines. So that was a big thing for me in the Philippines. But I've never been in the Philippines, and I said to myself, well, I could move to the Philippines, and if I don't like it, I could stay 1 year, 5 months. If I don't like it, I just move somewhere else. So that was my train of thought when it came to the Philippines. So let's talk about the place I decided to move is Thailand, and why did I decide to move to Thailand? Now let's talk about the pros of living in Thailand. Now let's talk about number one, which is my most important thing, is safety, right? I feel very, very safe in Thailand. Now, on occasions, I want to wear jewelry. And I wear jewelry in Thailand. I take the train, I'm walking at night, and I feel very, very safe. This is important to me, is to feel safe where I'm at. No, I don't want to wear jewelry every day. No, I don't want to feel uncomfortable that I'm restricted of. You know what I heard this guy say? This guy say one time, he said, yeah, I wouldn't wear Jordans in certain areas. Like you, and he called this place paradise. How could a person live in paradise and you can't wear Jordan? Jordans is just sneakers. It's just normal sneakers. Nothing special about them. It's not. You call yourself living in paradise and you can't wear Jordans? You call yourself living in paradise and you can't pull out your phone because, oh no, you got to keep your head on a swivel. I don't want to keep my head on a swivel. Where I live at, I don't want to keep my head on a swivel. In Thailand, I'm going to keep my head on a swivel because I'm from East New York, Brooklyn, and that's just how I was raised. But it's not necessary. Now, I live out there, and I promise you, it's not necessary to keep your head on a swivel in Thailand. Yes, respect the country. Don't do no dumb shit. But for the most part, you're going to be safe at all times. I can carry what I want in Thailand. I can carry as much as money I want in Thailand. I don't suggest you carry a bunch of money on you for what, right? But if you did, I don't see no problems happening. If you wanted to wear jewelry in Thailand, I see nothing happening. So, but if you want to wear jewelry in Dominican Republic, be on point, because someone might run down on you. And that's all I'm saying. So it's very important to me. My safety is very important to me. Wearing what I want to wear, dressing how I want to dress, not being judged is very important to me. So that's one thing. As far as health go, right? That's very important. Health is wealth. So they have some of the best doctors, and I have travel insurance. So I'm not going to shout them out because I don't have a sponsor. But if I did, I'll shout them out. Travel insurance is very important, and Thailand have some of the best doctors that they can have. Another thing that's very important to me, just as important as my safety, is the cost of living, right? Where I live at, my condo that I live, is $475 a month. It's a 1-bedroom condo. I don't need much. I'm a single guy. I travel a lot anyway. So that, with safety, good insurance, good doctors and the medical field is good. And the cost of living is cheap. I said, sign me up. the worst things of the two worst things, right? The two cons of Thailand for me was the women is just one type of woman, is a cute Asian woman, a slim, cute Asian woman. That's a con for me, right? But it's something that I can deal with. Another con for me is how far the flight is. That really is the two cons for me in Thailand, and everything else was big. So this is why I decided to move to Thailand. Now, when I tell you to follow me on Instagram and I tell you that I can help you when I can, I don't have any tricks up my sleeve. I don't have, when you get to Instagram and you're gonna see a link that you press and that brings you to my website where you have to purchase something. I don't have nothing to purchase right now. I don't have any merchandise to sell right now. So right now, for all my subscribers that subscribe, I just want to show love to help as many people as I can right now, because I know things are going to get crazy in the future. So that's why I'm telling you to take advantage of me right now when I have this free time. I can respond to you. No, I can't have full-blown conversations, phone conversations with everybody, but if I could send a quick voice message to you, if I could plug you with some of my peoples in the Dominican Republic. I've been doing real estate for a little while now, short-term and long-term rentals, so I pretty much know what I'm doing. And if I don't know what I'm doing, then I'm gonna let you know I don't know what it is that you ask me. Any questions that you ask me that I don't know, I'm gonna keep it real and tell you. But I want to shout out to all my winners that is subscribed already, all my winners that's gonna subscribe right now, and I'll see you in the next video. Let's win.
So many people change on a nigga running game, on a nigga stay the same, plain and simple. Oh Lord, Gucci my coat tour, show me my